All right. Good morning, everyone. We are going to start this round three for UMN 2021. The round three under the motion, this House believes that teachers should not be permitted to contact students through social media platform. To shorten the time, let's start this round at very soon. For the first speaker, we call the opening government, Miss Ila Paramida. Time's yours.
When student and teacher are friends on social media, it is clear that things can get out of hand very quickly. There need to be boundaries of what can and cannot be done online. The relationship between teacher and student should stay in the classroom and doesn't need to venture out for any reason. Despite being teach savvy, teens often don't realize that once they friend a teacher on Facebook, they can see everything they post uh, on the said party video, snagging comments, sobering confusion, and that can place educator in our position. An instructor, for example, might find it impossible to judge a student fairly after reading profane comments or viewing compromised photo. Teacher can change their opinion of student after they have seen what they post on their account online. If they see something that is outside, they might tend to judge that particular student a little more harshly than they might have done before. Also, if a teacher strikes about in any way after reading something that a student has posted, they are legally obligated to report it to the authority, and this can cause problem for both sides. I can imagine that no teacher would want to report something that they saw on a social media site and cause problem for everybody involved, and it turned out to be nothing at all. It's going the same way for students seeing something on a teacher Facebook page or Twitter account that maybe the teacher doesn't want student to be seeing. The number of social personnel having improved contact with students has been just exploding all across the country. With the internet and cell phone, teacher and student relationship has become bigger problem than they were before. It is way too easy for them to chat and meet up, which can lead down a danger path. This should never be allowed to happen. Teacher and student don't need to be going on camping trip alone. But yet another reason why they should not be allowed to communicate using social media or cell phone. I think relationship should stay on the professional level. When dealing with student and teacher, there is never any need for it to be anything more. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Prime Minister spent time 3 minutes and 56 seconds. 3 minutes and 56 seconds. To give the response from the Prime Minister, we call the leader of the opposition, Ms. Sheila. Time is yours.
Most of teachers now have social media accounts. Like with students who have social media accounts, on this the education office urges teacher and their student to make friends on social media. The effort for teacher to befriend their student on social media has been confirmed since the past. It isn't certain how many teachers and experts have realized these efforts. In the future, his party will directly check the realization of the effort. Social media must be used in the healthy manner. So teachers must continue to carry out on their students who have social media accounts. In addition to improving communication between teacher and students, it also aims to control the use of social media for students. Good, good communication between teacher and students, both in class and outside the classroom, is needed. The way a teacher can lead the development of their respective students. Teachers and students must keep in touch outside of the classroom, one of which in talk social media. So every student who has social media account must be friend with her teacher. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you very much for the leader of the opposition. You spent time 1 minute and 39 seconds, 1 minute and 39 seconds to respond and to close the opening bench. We call the second speaker of the opening opposition, Deputy Leader of the Opposition, Ms. Novita. Time is yours.
Well, thank you. I am Novita Purnamasari as a replay speaker from the Gemai team, who will present a comparative argument from our team. A stronger disagree with the motion this time because the teacher my content my contact students through social media because times are getting more sophisticated and can make it easier to communication, especially now that the spread of COVID-19 is not allowed to crowd and stay at home. And in my opinion, not all teachers are currently communicating via social media to their students, and also no schools are applying students to study at home through social media such as WhatsApp, Zoom, Gmail, Classroom, and others. So there are no problems or obstacles if a teacher communicates to students via social media. Thank you. Udah nggak?
Okay, Deputy Leader of the Opposition, Ms. Novita spent on 1 minute and 27 seconds, 1 minute and 27 seconds. To close this debate, let's go to the closing bench. Sekar dari tim Queen sama Ila Paramida boleh dihidupkan kameranya. Oke, jadi dari tim Queen, Sekar sudah datang. Pembicara pertama tetap Teresia, pembicara kedua Sekar, begitu? Pembicara pertamanya Teresia ya? Atau pembicara pertamanya Sekar?
Pembicaraan pertama Teresia, Ibu.
Okay. Okay, to closing this case, let's call the closing government. It is from the Miss Teresia as the first speaker. Time is yours.
Okay. About the closing government, social media connection between students and a teacher can lead to disaster. In some cases, this interaction has led to misunderstandings, inappropriate relationship, or sexual contact. And many teachers are required by school rules avoid being inconsiderate. Teachers can be fired, students suspected, or even worse if something criminal happens. Your influence comes from your position as their teacher, not their friend. They'll stop listening to you, become too informal or casual in your interaction with students, will wake with the power of your words. Legally, teachers can have right to talk about politics or other controversial topic on social media, and many do. Teachers say that don't want to be restricted for sharing their opinions, and some say that teaching itself is inherently politically. I think that's all about my closing government. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much for the first speaker of the closing government. You spent time 1 minute and 37 seconds. 1 minute and 37 seconds. To close this debate, let's call the second speaker of the closing government, Ms. Sekar. Time is yours.
In my opinion, there are several things that allow teachers not to have to make friends with students in social media. Today, many people are giving up using social media, depending from within each other how to social media with a teacher must keep a distance from his student. Social media teacher can only see and communicate with their student when in the school environment. But teacher and other people can use social media. For example, of teacher misuse of social media are one in 10 violations regarding the love relationship between teacher and student comes from network friendship, social media like Facebook and Twitter. The teacher was reported and suspended for 12 months for inappropriate behavior against a student. The report comes from the one another account is intended for a purpose showing students. From this example, it is clear that even a teacher can do something like that. The teacher is also a human who has shortcomings, so it is better if a teacher and student have distance, so that there are no misunderstandings or things other undesirable, and a teacher must maintain his dignity in front of his students, but inside and outside the school environment. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much for closing government. You spent time 1 minute and 57 seconds. 1 minute and 57 seconds. All right, everyone. Thank you very much for the debate today. This is round 3, and this round 3 is silent round. Jadi di round ketiga ini silent round, maka hasilnya tidak akan diberikan di sini seperti kemarin-kemarin di round 1 and round 2. Nanti kalian bisa lihat langsung kalian ada di posisi mana melalui grup dan main room. Jadi boleh tunggu di main roomnya kembali, atau nanti kamu juga bisa lihat pengumumannya dari grup WA. Nanti di situ akan dijelaskan, di main room akan dijelaskan siapa-siapa saja yang masuk ke tahap berikutnya, karena di tahap ini akan ada tahap penyisihan. Oke, if you have further question, kalau setelah nanti kamu ada yang merasa kurang puas dengan hasilnya, merasa bahwa kamu harusnya ada di posisi 1, di posisi 2, atau di posisi 2, dan kamu perlu penjelasan lebih lanjut mengapa apa yang kurang dari debate kamu di room ini, kamu boleh approach saya dari grup WA yang sudah di-share di grup UMNDC ya. Oke, thank you very much for today guys. See you. Let's go back to the main room. Thank you.